What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Episode, what number is this? Episode
number 8.
Episode 8 already. It's going quick.
Going by really fast.
We come back every Tuesday for you. Last week we came back on Wednesday, but that was because of a blackout. It feels good to be back on this Monday.
Back on schedule.
Back on Monday, recording for you. You know, it was weird recording on Tuesday last time. It felt off.
Felt like we were off track, off balance.
Yeah, it was after a long day of work.
Yeah, didn't have as much energy to throw in as much as I do now.
So Monday's our day off. It's our podcast day. It's lit. I like Mondays.
I like Mondays too. I like it better.
Shout out to Chris P for sending this beat. This shit slap. And
Chris, make the beat go.
If you want to send in beats, go ahead and send them in to hellamoted@gmail.com, or you could go to hellamoted.com and click the link over there. Plus, if you go to hellamoted.com, you can see all the links for the iTunes, for the SoundCloud, for our
own personal Instagram.
Our personal Instagram.
You want to get
Twitter.
to know us more and all that, you can follow us on a daily basis.
Yep. What else do we got here? This episode of the podcast is brought to you by Free Bread. Go to freebreadintl.com and get all your latest news on music, on fashion, on art, on culture. There's a lot of cool shit. We just premiered a music video for P-Lo, so check that shit out. And yeah, a lot of cool stuff coming in on the works.
So much content for you to check out on there. So many goodies.
Yep. What else we got? Oh yeah, for everybody who's been subscribing and commenting, we got some comments on SoundCloud, so that was lit.
Yeah, it's good to see people are listening to us, you know.
Yeah, we want to engage
Hear
with you guys.
feedback.
So I mean, like, if you see the number of views and you see the number of comments, it doesn't add up. We want to engage. We want to start conversation. So talk some shit. Write some reviews on iTunes. Some funny shit. Give us 5 stars. It really helps our podcast, so we could get noticed and
we try to cater it to you. Get to your needs, you know, what you guys like to hear, we'll get it to you.
Yep. So yeah, that's it. You want to start the show, Bong?
Yay!
Today we're going to be eating the Carolina Reaper pepper. These are the world's hottest peppers.
Good morning, sunshine.
Oh shit, molded.
I just got molded.
You got molded.
Molded.
Let me see molded face.
Molded.
How does it feel to get molded, bitch? Molded.
Oh, you are so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
You're stupid.
When you get molded, you'll say anything to change the subject.
Molded.
Feels good to be back.
What's up with y'all, man?
Really good to be back. I love coming back on these
I look
Mondays.
forward to my Mondays. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I hope everybody looks forward to their Tuesdays and listens to this on the way to their drive to work or whatever. Listen to this at the gym.
Yeah.
Dude, I can't listen to funny shit at the gym.
Yeah, that probably gets you off track.
I remember going on Pandora and listening to like comedy radios before at the gym. But when something funny just happens and you're like lifting heavy weights, it's all bad. You're gonna drop that shit.
Oh yeah, that could be lethal right there.
That's all bad.
If you ain't got nobody spotting you, it might be all bad, dude.
Have you ever like worked out or whatever with headphones on, and then like your stomach is kind of gassy and you're not sure if you farted or not?
Whoa. I've never even thought of that. Wait, so have you done it?
Oh, for sure. Well, I don't know if I've like actually farted, but
You've had the sensation?
I've had the sensation. Like, I'll be at the gym, you know, I'm pushing it, I'm like, oh, like going hard, and then you feel the fart, but you look around and you're just hoping that there's loud music playing or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah,
dude, I don't think I have, dude. Maybe
you ain't pushing hard enough, you ain't farting.
That might be it. I might not be doing enough, but I do remember running you remember Turkey Trot?
Yeah.
The cross country mile for middle school. I remember I passed gas doing that one time.
Did people smell it?
Oh no, I was definitely far away from everyone else. I was at the tail end of everybody. So
Nowadays, it doesn't really matter. I mean, like, I guess it's like a courtesy thing, but I'm not embarrassed by it.
yeah, I'm not embarrassed to fart. Not. Well, I
Yeah,
mean, that
fuck
shit
it.
was hella funny back in the day. You know what I mean?
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, people would hate, but it's like, dude, it's funny though.
The turkey trot, you exert a lot of force. The turkey trot, for people who don't know, it's a mile run that we had back when we were in middle school, but it was like up hills and down hills and through
Yeah, it wasn't
stairs.
just exactly 4 laps around a flat track.
Yeah, and we actually went off campus, which is crazy to me now. I don't think they do that anymore.
I don't think so either, especially as crazy as people be nowadays. I don't know. That seems like a hazard, you know?
Yeah, because, all right,
That couldn't have been legal back then, you know what I
for
mean?
real, we're in 6th, 7th, 8th grade.
Off campus, like to where, you know, into the residential neighborhood.
It
pretty
literally,
much.
we run like from the school up these stairs that lead into the neighborhood. And just imagine like 6th graders running in the neighborhood.
There's a whole
like,
pack of them.
yeah, someone could like steal one of the laggers or whatever.
Yeah, imagine if you're like, that's like the easiest way to get got right there. Like there's no trace. There's no videotapes. You know what I mean? Like they didn't have security like that back then.
They didn't. I wonder how, like, I don't know. When I look at kids now, even high school kids, they just feel hella younger to me than I felt at that age.
Yeah, like from our eyes, it seemed like, I don't know, maybe I was a little bit taller than that, or I felt like I was a little bit older than the age that they look right now.
Yeah, like you felt more secure, right? Like I used to take the bus. every
Yeah,
day.
definitely. I definitely felt a lot more secure. Even like growing up, being a kid, like nowadays parents gotta get their kids out of the house, and you know, like a lot of them playing video games and all that now. Back then, like my parents had to like bring me in, like, you know, look for me and stuff because I was out so much, you know.
Yeah, for sure. Like
Like I know for
we
a fact
for sure needed phones.
we would go everywhere. Like we would be on foot everywhere. I remember, you know, we would skate and all that, and then you know, walk around, go grab some food, and then it would already be like nighttime by the time we get back, or like we'd catch a bus super late, you know, at one of the latest times that we can catch it.
Like the last bus.
Yeah, and you know, you might get the sketchiest people on there, and I mean, seeing how small those kids or how we could have been, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we're young ass looking kids.
We were hella small. We had to have been that small then. So, you know what I mean? I would be a little bit worried about myself now that if I were to watch myself.
Those little kids nowadays actually look older than we did at that age.
So we probably looked even younger.
Yeah, we probably look hella young. I'm surprised I didn't get raped. I was a cute ass kid. But anyways, back to this video right here. So this is a video of 2 girls. Do you care to explain this, Bong?
All right, so this is the Carolina Reaper, right?
Yeah.
So for those who don't know, like peppers, you have your jalapeno pepper, which is, you know, pretty common. Then you have like a habanero pepper, which is, you know, in Scoville units, that's how they measure.
Yes, Scovilles.
That's how they measure heat. This is supposed to be at the very, very top, right? If I'm not mistaken, one of the top ones.
It is the hottest pepper ever, the Carolina Reaper.
And it's like, what, like 1,000 times stronger than a jalapeno or something like that, or like 20 times or something. I don't know, something
I think
crazy.
like in Scovilles, like a jalapeno, I'm gonna get this all wrong, but I think like in a jalapeno in Scovilles is like a couple thousand, and this is like at the hundreds of thousands.
Yeah, so this shit is off the chain.
Yeah.
I don't even think I would even try, honestly.
I don't know.
Like,
Maybe.
especially seeing how they reacted. Like, there's this one girl jumping up and down, like, almost looking like she's doing jumping jacks, you know what I mean?
Do you like spicy foods?
I like spicy to a point where you can enjoy it.
Yeah, me too.
So, I mean, there's a very fine line where, like, I don't mind sweating and all that.
Yeah, me neither.
That's cool, but, like,
That's just a part of it.
if even after I've eaten and it's still hurting 15 minutes later, like like I can't feel my lips or my tongue or something, that's when I start getting weird, and like I'll go one level less hot than that next time, you know what I mean? But you know, you never could take it back once you're already all the way in.
It's got to be tasty too. You can't just be
I
eating hot foods just for the heat.
For the most part, I don't ever get anything that's just plain hot.
Yeah. Like you don't order hot wings, you order like...
No, well, I'll order hot wings, but
Okay.
it's like a hot wing, but the flavor is also something else, so like something sweet and spicy.
Yeah, true.
Or like a garlicky and spicy, rather than just straight heat. Like I don't like straight heat. For
Yeah,
some
yeah,
reason.
yeah.
I mean, I like original hot though at Wingstop.
Oh yeah, original hot Wingstop's good. I'm starting to like hot foods more and more. I remember at Wingstop, the first ever time I ate Wingstop, I had atomic sauce.
Oh yeah, no, that's pretty spicy.
That's fucking hella spicy, and I didn't even like. I wasn't like a hot wings fan.
Do you like wings?
I just didn't.
Like
I
you like wings in general though, right?
I like wings now, but this was back in high school. I never really had wings. We went to San Carlos to get wings.
Oh, Wingstop was the first one
that was the first
around us,
Wingstop
right?
that was around us, right?
Damn, we would go on the hype just to go get wings before.
Yeah, like it would be a freaking strike just to get out
Just to get wings.
But
You didn't like it though, huh?
it was too hot. Like I think they're trying to. I think I was with Raph. And,
Raph Angeles.
yeah, and I think I got atomic wings because I think they did, and I was like, damn, this shit is normal for them. I finished the shit.
Yeah.
But I was sweating my ass off, and I was just trying to play it cool, like, yeah, it's whatever.
Yeah, I be eating this shit too.
But inside, I'm all dying.
Nah, I feel you. You ever okay, so you ever try the methods that they say will cool you down?
Like milk?
Milk or like soaking it up with bread and stuff? I feel like none of that shit
I've
works.
never tried soaking it up with bread. I think I have tried milk before.
Yeah.
And yeah, milk just like it kind of resets your palate in general, I think.
They say it like kind of coats your stomach and keeps
Is that
it
what
from
it
getting,
does?
I don't know. That's someone told me, but
I can't have milk anymore. I'm lactose intolerant.
I was just about to say that. So
Yeah.
that's one. If it does work, I can't use that one anymore for sure.
What I like though is Lactaid. That's my shit.
Lactaid.
It's milk, but they just take out the lactose in it.
Oh, so it's basically harmless milk.
Yeah, harmless milk for those
for those with the sensitive stomach.
Yeah, for us lactose intolerant folks.
That's crazy.
And I also have like pills that I always keep with me in my wallet because I mean cheese is on everything.
Yeah.
But if I eat too much cheese, then it'll be bad.
You said you have to take it within a certain duration of time that you have the food, right?
It's a 30-minute time limit. So I'll eat the pill. It's a chewable vanilla tasting pill.
Tastes good?
It tastes all right. Like I got used to it. You get used to it,
Yeah,
you know.
it still tastes chemically though. Yeah.
I don't know, not really chemically, but this flavor that I just got, it's like vanilla ice cream flavor.
Mm.
But I don't like when things try to disguise themselves as other things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's always weird, especially like I'm eating pizza, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna eat this vanilla ice cream flavor
pill
before I'm eating this pizza. It doesn't go together.
And it's like it's supposed to keep you from getting upset stomach and all that.
Yeah.
That's kind of weird.
Yeah, but I mean it helps.
Yeah.
It helps for sure. Like I have it in my wallet at all times. Otherwise, it's gonna be bad if I go out.
It's one pill or two pills?
It's one pill, but yeah, it
Per
lasts
meal.
for it lasts for 30 minutes. But I mean, I got it down to kind of a science where if there's too much cheese or too much like dairy products, that like okay, I'm gonna take another pill at this time.
Oh, like you'll overlap it.
Yeah,
in
like
time.
A pizza, if it's really cheesy, I'll take one per slice.
Oh shit!
Cause yeah, I'm like, damn, this is
So
not
if you
gonna
got
work
the munchies, you got the munchies on them pills too.
Oh yeah, I got to.
Oh,
But I mean, it saves me some like horrible diarrhea trips.
Or embarrassing stories that could potentially ever happen.
Yeah, you know when like you're chilling with your friends and then your stomach starts to bubble.
And you start cringing.
You start moving
rolling around. You start sweating. Yeah. I'm pretty familiar with that.
That's just the worst. All right, let's get back to these girls. Oh, she's going through it.
Damn, she drowned herself though.
These girls are going through it.
She's just sitting here drooling.
Lay back.
Holy shit.
Lay back.
Are you okay?
Damn, the tight one. She's like
shivering.
Yeah, she's like tripping out.
Holy hell.
I'm fine. I'm gonna put it on the outside.
Damn. I didn't think I hurt that bad.
This is not good. This is not fucking good.
You okay?
You think she's over exaggerating or
I
feeling any better?
don't know. God damn, what is that in her nose?
have no idea. The things people do for the internet.
Yeah, hey, dude, she got fucked up doing that.
She did.
That was one pepper you think, or you just one bite?
Here, let's play it from the beginning. Let's see.
Did she throw the whole pepper in? Oh wow.
I don't know. They look like, all right, it comes in a bag. It kind of looks like it's a dried pepper, doesn't that?
It does look dried. It kind of looks like shrooms.
It does.
And
so I don't.
They both have one in their hand. They take a bite of it, so I guess they took half of it.
I mean, but a bite of that is a bite. You know? Recently, I've been watching a show called Hot Ones by First We Feast. I guess also by Complex. Like, I don't know how that relationship is, but it's with Sean Evans. He's the host, and he has 10 wings, right? And every wing, it gets hotter. So it starts off at sriracha and then goes to like tapatio, and it goes all the way up to like crazy hot levels of spices. And he interviews like rappers and or whoever
during the time they're eating these 10 wings.
Yeah. So he like his most recent one is with YG, but YG took it like a G.
He put the G in YG.
Yeah. It was nothing to him.
Would you ever do?
He kept his bull.
Would you ever? He kept his bull. Would you ever do this challenge? Like go. And not only are you getting to the hottest, but you're starting off pretty warm and you're just getting hotter and hotter.
I don't know how I would do with crazy hot food, but it looks so fun to me that I want to do it. Something happens when you're like going under that extreme heat, where you know these actors or whatever, they have a persona about them, and then you just see the wall coming down as the heat starts to come up. You just see them like
they're
going to the very essence of themselves. You know what I mean?
Dude, they're really trying to fight it though. You can tell, right?
Yes.
And you can tell in their faces. Like I bet some people have cried. I bet some people have choked or like just really lost their cool.
Well, I kind of went on a marathon this weekend. And
you watched all of them.
DJ Khaled was not having it. He went up to the third hottest wing, or not third hottest wing. He went to the third wing, and he just like wasn't having it. And then every episode after that, Sean Evans like has to be like, "Well, you're doing better than DJ Khaled already."
Oh wow!
It didn't seem like he liked them.
No, I'm pretty sure they're pretty bad, dude. I'm not gonna say that I would do it, but
I think you would do it.
All right, I'll do it once just to say I did.
You would do it.
Just
you
to say
did
I
a bong silug, man.
Oh yeah, never mind. I'll do it then.
You would do
I'll do it.
Some wings. I would do it. It looks fun too, and it's an experience. Like I'll have diarrhea one time just for that.
Just for the ring of death.
Eddie Wong, he started off at the hottest one and then went to the second hottest one. So he went backwards, right?
You know what? I'd rather do it that way, honestly.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, his advice was like, don't do it that way. So he started off in the hottest one, and then he was just like dying. So he had to quit, and then he went to the bathroom, and then I think he had like, because he gets IBS.
What's IBS?
Irritable bowel syndrome.
Oh, so he pretty much just all bad.
He probably just shitted so bad, and then they like show him in the bathroom, and then he comes back. He's like, my dick is burning.
Oh, what the
because
fuck?
he like touched his dick with his fucking spicy hands.
Oh my god!
when he went to go take a piss.
Dude, that's fucked up. If your skin gets irritated, never mind. I would eat it from less spicy to hot now. If it gets that is that serious.
Yeah, you gotta. I think too. If you work your way up, your body kind of like
builds an immunity to some level of heat.
Starts to build like an immunity. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Because most of the people finished it. I think there was only like a couple of people who haven't went all the way through 10.
DJ Khaled.
Yeah, DJ Khaled didn't go through. I don't know. I don't know who else.
You can't remember anyone else.
Like even Tinashe went through.
Hey.
Like she went all the way.
Tight.
Yeah. And this right here is...
I'm curious to see, like how YG did. Like, did he get pretty far?
He did the whole thing.
Oh shit!
And he kept his bull. Like,
oh, that's what you.
Yeah, that's what the title said. But what is crazy to me is the host, Sean Evans. He does it with these people every time, so he's eating the wings every time.
Damn.
He eats 1 through 10, asks all 10 questions. So the goal of the game is It's kind of like a game show-ish, but not really. He asked them 10 questions, and before each question, you take a bite out of the wing that's at that level. And then at the end of the 10 questions, if you eat all the wings, you get a 30-second plug. You get to talk about whatever. Right? Like, oh, yeah, my album's coming out, whatever.
Oh, you get nice little promo time.
Yeah. If you don't finish it, then they just finish the questions. Sean Evans still eats because he eats all 10 every single time.
Yeah, that was going to be my second question. So he eats it every single time?
Every single time. I'm thinking, like, do you just have diarrhea once a week or what?
They must be paying this dude good to have diarrhea every week.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, what's your price tag on diarrhea every week?
Damn, and
So
on a national social media level, I probably would want to ask, like,
that's a question for the fans.
Yeah, what is fair? What would be a fair price to be paid to have diarrhea for a week, like the hot shits? You know what I mean? From hot wings.
Shits. I want people to answer this on Twitter. I'm gonna make a poll, make like a Twitter ask, what is your price tag to have diarrhea once a week
for a whole year? Or
I
how
mean,
long
like
are we during?
That's your job. Like, you got to do something that gives you diarrhea once a week. How much? What's your price on it?
Damn. Enough to be comfortable and make a living off of it. I would say for sure. At least, I don't know. At least. Yeah. I'd want to say 6 figures if that's not asking too much. You know what I mean?
I would do that too. I would go for 6 figures.
Fuck it. For just to spend a lot. That's a lot of time spent on the toilet, though.
Yeah.
That means you're gonna need more data for sure because you're gonna be on your phone if you don't have Wi-Fi.
I mean, as somebody who has had like kind of an irritable bowel.
Yeah.
Like
from your standpoint, what do you think?
I would do it. Like, fuck it. I've been on a toilet before.
$50K annually. Would you do it?
I need the price up on that.
75.
Oh,
that might be the very bottom line, huh?
It's looking better. I mean, like,
let's go for 100K.
If it was to do the Hot Ones show and be the host of that, yeah, I would do it.
That exact show, right?
Because like, not only the side effect is you get fucking diarrhea.
Yeah.
But you also get to meet these cool people. You get to have a cool ass show.
Network.
Yeah, network with these people, and I don't know. That's just a hella fun idea. And I would do it for that show. But
and
like,
you got 30 seconds to yourself of whatever the fuck you want to do for that 30 seconds. That's part of your prize.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. That's the contestant's prize.
Well, I mean, what happens is if you don't finish the wings, Sean Evans steals 15 seconds of your promo. But it's not. I mean, it's loose.
Yeah.
You know, like, you don't really need 15 or 30 seconds to say, yo, get my album. It's on iTunes.
It's just a bonus. Yeah. A little incentive.
A little fun tidbit. But anyways, so Sean Evans, he has a fucking stomach of steel. And he's with this guy, Chili Klaus, who's known to eat chilies as well. And they eat the Carolina Reaper also. But this Carolina Reaper that they eat was manufactured by this guy who's kind of like a mad scientist. And his like goal is to make like the craziest, hottest pepper ever.
No fucking way. He breeds the hottest peppers, even hotter than, like, he just mastered all the genetics and all that.
Exactly. So
that's like our weed in California.
Yeah, so they do it. And Chili Klaus, he's known to eat peppers, but I think Sean Evans actually beats him in this one.
What?
This is the world famous ghost pepper.
These are scorpions, right? These are the Carolina Reapers.
Yeah, and they are the world famous number one, the hottest pepper on the planet.
We're gonna flip a coin on this.
Are you sure?
We're gonna leave it up to fate.
Okay.
Heads.
He's snapping.
Beer.
Sticking to wings, not peppers.
You think beer washes down good?
What was that?
You think beer washes down good with that?
They have beer on a couple episodes of Hot Ones, but it seems like they stick mostly with the water and the milk.
And I'm joined by Chili Klaus, and this is the first time we've met.
Yeah.
But I already feel like we're friends.
That's good to hear. Nice to hear.
For those of you who don't know, Chili Klaus is the Michael Jordan of hot chilies. If Hot Chili's had a Mount Rushmore, it would be 4 faces of Chili Klaus. You're a legend.
Okay.
And one of my favorite videos that you ever did was one where you were the conductor of a symphony and you had everybody eat peppers before they started playing, and that was the funniest video I've ever seen.
I thought I would add a little extra passion to the music, and I think I succeeded with that.
Do you think the peppers helped the music?
Music is filled with passion, and if you have played the same tune again and again, maybe they need a little extra to...
Some flavor, so
yeah,
to
some
speak.
flavor, yeah, exactly.
What about other people? Have you seen, because we have on our show...
That's fucking crazy.
So they had like a choice between all these 3 peppers, which is the Carolina Reaper, the Ghost Chili, and some other pepper.
Scorpion.
Scorpion, yeah, there you go. And they flipped a coin to see which one they would take, and they fucking picked the hottest one. So, and if you're looking at these peppers, these are fresh peppers. The ones that the girls had, it looked like dry.
Been in
like
a bag.
shrooms.
Yeah, and it looked like it's been on a shelf for a minute.
Yeah, so I don't know if that. To me, it would seem like it would make it less hot.
Yeah,
I think something juicy would just explode in your mouth and in your stomach and guts.
Yeah, like this shit is alive. It looks alive still. That's how fresh it is.
It looks like they just picked it off the. Does it come from a tree?
Or a vine, or what the fuck does it grow?
What the fuck do peppers come from?
Off a bush?
I don't know.
Watch, people are yelling at us right now. Like, it's off a bush.
Who's yelling that?
Nah, or maybe off a vine.
All right, let's see. Ooh, they eat the whole thing. They just cut the top off and eat the whole pepper. The pepper, it's probably as big as like
a nice
cutie or something.
Yeah, or like in between an obnoxiously big strawberry.
Yeah.
And a cutie.
Yeah, that's a big ass pepper. Look, Sean is taking it good. He
Yeah.
got wine. Chili Klaus looks like he's in trouble right here.
Yeah, it looks like he's having trouble. Oh, they're both having trouble breathing now.
They got the hiccups.
Yeah, you like it?
Yeah, great great pepper. Is this... Holy fuck. Is that as hot as you'll
They're
go?
like jerking in their seats too.
Yeah.
Almost like they have like Tourette's.
Oh, here comes the snaps. Here comes the snaps. He's doing the rapper hands. The rapper feeling the hands thing.
It looks like you're really trying to fight taking a shit. Also, you know what I mean? Like
Ooh,
that uncomfortable feeling. They look really uncomfortable.
I think it's a little bit more hot than my Scandinavian cousins.
Did you just call his Scandinavian cousins hot?
But it's very tasteful.
No. That was out of context. He was talking about he's ate a Carolina Reaper before, and his Scandinavian cousin gave him a Carolina Reaper.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, that's weird.
I was like, what?
That's super weird.
Oh. Sean?
Yeah?
What do you think about it?
What do you think about it?
They're both sweating hard.
They can't
Both
even.
red.
They can't even think.
As much pain as I've been in a while.
Oh, crying for sure. They're both crying.
Yeah, they're
What we
both
go
crying.
through. Stay tuned for season 2.
Yeah.
How long do you think they were in pain for?
It's been a pleasure.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, really nice meeting you, Chili Klaus.
It's nice to meet you, Sean.
Chili Klaus.
Say hello to Sean. A living proof.
Chili Klaus's tears look like they're burning him.
Tough.
Like it's so hot it produced
To internet channel.
tears of pepper. It
Wow.
looks like he's just making it that much worse.
Wow.
Oh, they're like, how do we hug?
They did a little bro hug at the end.
Yeah, they have to hug it out.
I guess what I've been hearing about hot foods is you feel euphoric after eating them. It looked for a second like they felt some kind of euphoria or
like
high, I would guess.
Yeah, they definitely looked like they were tweaking, kind of. You know what I mean? Behavior wise and all.
Yeah, I mean, people do crazy things to get high. And why not eat a Carolina Reaper?
And you know how like a sense of them sweating and all that. Like, I know, like, when doing like ecstasy and shit, like I kind of feel cold and hot at the same time. So maybe that's kind of like the euphoria they're feeling.
Really?
Know? Yeah.
Cold and hot at the same time?
Yeah, like I feel like my skin has a second skin. You know what I mean? Like the feeling myself filter. You know what I mean? Like I don't know how to describe that shit, bro.
I don't know. I don't know how you can. I don't know how that feels.
It's hard as fuck to describe, bro. It's like I'll be warm, but I'll still wear a sweater because I'll feel cold. But
okay.
It feels comfortable at the same time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hot and cold at the same time. I'll be in the car blasting the heater, but my windows are open.
So I guess in their sense, their body, they hate their body, or their body hates them. But I don't know. Maybe they're thinking like, "Wow, I did it."
Yeah, a sense of accomplishment is giving them. You know?
Yeah, it kind of looks like they feel accomplished, and they took it way better than the girls did.
Dude, they look like they was about to call 911, like emergency. You know what I mean? Like this is not good. This is not good. And then she's like trying to shoo the dude away with the camera.
Took it like a couple 1-2 G's for the.
And they ate the whole pepper too. Like the girls only took like half a bite.
Yeah, and it was a dried
pepper.
Little dumb thing.
Like, who knows? Maybe the dry ones might be stronger, but I still think you're right though. I think something more fresh would be.
I don't think the dry ones are stronger by a long shot. If those girls ate the ones that Sean and Chili Claus ate, they would be dead.
Yeah, like.
Especially
I can't even imagine them take that.
Especially that one who was like hyperventilating.
Yeah, she couldn't breathe. She was like, she almost drowned. She drowned herself in water on purpose, like to drink the water. Like she just splashed the whole shit on her.
Yeah, you gotta watch Hot Ones, man.
I'm gonna start watching that.
Yeah, my favorite show. Everybody watch Hot Ones. Go to YouTube.
What do they? Is there a certain day that it releases?
I don't know. I have no idea. I'm trying to buy their shirt though. Let's go to the YouTube real quick.
What's the shirt look like?
It's like their logo. It says Hot Ones and it has chicken on it, and the chicken is like its beak is open and it's breathing out fire.
Oh shit!
That's a cool ass logo.
No, I feel you.
And it's like designed to look like neon lights. You know how neon lights they have
kind of like a border, like outline.
Yeah. But then they're cut off at certain sections because like that's where the gas, I guess, goes in.
Yeah, where the
lit up,
where it kind of bends and goes into whatever fixture is holding the gas.
Yeah, exactly.
What does it take?
Here, let's pull up YG real quick. His is pretty funny too because he takes it hella good, and he's talking hella shit.
Yeah.
About how it's not even that hot. He's like, "Yo, Wingstop atomic wings are hotter than all these things, right?" And then all of a sudden he starts feeling it because he did the last hot sauce wing.
Yeah. The very number 10.
Yeah, he starts feeling it, but it's still all good for him. It's still all bull.
Like my head, because like the side and the back and all.
To walk in here and be like, next time up the ante. This is not a front.
Shit, like,
this is not a front.
Alcohol, hot sauce, all the shit that's bad for you. Like I fuck with it the most.
I fuck with it the most.
But right now, what are you going through? Nothing really?
My shit, like it's hot, but it ain't like I can't take it hot. It's like, all right, you drinking milk and shit. You cheating, bro. That's how you take the hot shit away, right?
Are you trying to take my show? Because I think you could, no problem.
I don't want your show. I might want to take your hot sauce and get it in some grocery stores or something.
Take it.
And get a percentage.
Can you talk a little bit about the decision to get the Virgin Mary tattooed on your head? Was that something that you've thought about for a long time, or was it kind of an impulse decision?
No, that was something I was thinking about for a minute, just getting it.
You can see that. I think you get kind of comfortable with the interviewer when you're exposed to this heat. You know what I mean? Like I don't see many good YG interviews, but this one was good.
And you know, there's been a lot of YG interviews lately. Like Vice did one.
Oh really?
I've seen, he did the whole fucking children's book reading.
Oh yeah, that was pretty funny.
Yeah, this looks like it's better than all of them already, just as is. The fact that he's interacting with them and all, because usually I don't fuck with you type shit.
Yeah, he looked like he's chilling with a homie. So he's about to take the last hot sauce right here.
This last wing is
Like, you wanna
Blair's.
put some more hot sauce on it?
That's what we're gonna do. If you're game for it, which I have a feeling
Up
you're
the
going to
ante.
be. So this is Blair's Mega Death Sauce with Liquid Rage. It is our hottest hot sauce. And YG, this is no exaggeration, the single most impressive performance we've ever had on Hot Ones. You've been cleaning these nuggets. I'll tell you from firsthand experience, the nuggets are just as hot as the wings. They're the same hot sauce. They're all on these nuggets. It's absolutely amazing what you've done. A little bit of Fiji water, but that's no big deal. Look at the dent in that bottle. That's nothing. So what we do with the last
He
one,
barely drank out of that
I would have drank
water.
like 4 already, bro.
Me too. I drink a lot of water as is.
Little drop on there.
Is this what gonna
Be
douse
careful.
it?
I can pour it on this.
What was that?
And dip it? Yeah. Whatever.
Oh, I
move
thought he
you
was
wanna
gonna
go
douse it. Because he came at it with an
A lot of guys
angle.
get caught.
Oh, he
Yeah.
was about
Wing
to
got-
hit that
Nah,
that sauce.
He put it down like it's a sauce. That's a lot of
that's
sauce.
a glob. This is outrageous.
How much you got, bro?
Do you think I need to do
cheated,
more?
bro.
Do you think I need to do more?
I would just wipe my shit on his shit.
Yeah. Oh, he makes him
that it?
dab more.
Oh, he
see
matches
You
it.
it.
trying to take it off?
Let me see yours.
Oh, I'm about to take your show over. You ready?
Is this good?
Yeah, you solid.
All right. So I want to ask you the question first because I want you to just think about it while the hot sauce is hitting you. Okay?
Alright.
I know you love that all red Maybach, right? And a lot of people think that that's basically a perfect car. But
That
it can't
shit
be
is
perfect.
clean as
Maybe the
fuck.
cup holder is too small. Maybe it slides a little in wintry conditions. I want you to give me 1 complaint, 2 complaints, whatever you have about the Maybach. All right? You ready? Cheers, YG.
He tries to.
He wanted to touch wings with him.
Yeah, he tried to touch wings, and YG was like, "You ain't touching my
Yeah.
wing."
Nope, nope.
He slid
Hey,
back
bro.
right at the last second, curved him.
I wouldn't be able to focus for real.
Look, Sean is going through it in this one.
He's watching him go through it too. He's trying to-
YG's looking around like this ain't nothing.
Nothing?
He's not sweating.
Bro, that shit is not hot like that. This one was hotter. No.
That one hit you harder?
This one was hotter than this one and this one. And I think this one the hottest.
El Yucateco Caribbean Habanero?
Yeah, bro.
Bro, I don't know what's going on with you.
Bro, these two the hottest.
YG,
Hey, you know what? I've
the
actually
game.
tried that one on the right
Atomic
before.
hot sauce
Which one?
Wingstop.
That
all that shit.
whatever sounded hella exotic when he was saying.
The habanero one.
Yeah, I've actually tried that one.
Is it hot?
From what I remember, it was hella hot. I just took like one. I tried
Complaints about the
a
Maybach?
dot of it.
Really?
That shit was like, I was good for like 15 minutes.
Oh, look here.
I'm feeling some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah.
It does. Sometimes
feeling
it does
some
have a delayed reaction though.
It creeps up.
Yeah. I'm feeling some shit. Yeah.
Maybach complaints?
Maybach, I ain't got no complaints, bro.
It's gotta be something. It can't be the perfect
that
car.
shit
He doesn't.
Yep.
He doesn't even like cold water either. He likes room temperature water.
He said, "Now that shit's hot." Yeah, that shit hit him hella late.
Him hella late like an edible though, for real.
Yeah, some people say that it is kind of like an edible in that sense.
Yeah, just not knowing when it's gonna hit and all.
Would
that.
you rather eat it as a delayed reaction or like straight up?
Probably straight up.
Why?
Just get it over with. But I mean, if you're gonna feel it anyway, delayed reaction might be good. Like you save yourself like 1 or 2 seconds.
Maybe cause like the hot sauce, they say like that last one, even though it's the hottest, it's like tasty at first. It's like, ooh, this actually tastes really good. I think I would rather have that delayed reaction, because then you won't even finish the food if you start off and it's burning your senses.
Yeah, and that's just a full set of. Well, I just don't like getting traumatized from. I feel like that would traumatize me. You know what I mean? But another thing, would you drink ice cold water, or do you think room temperature water would make a difference?
I'll drink ice cold water.
Ice cold.
Yeah, I mean, ice cold water just tastes better.
Yeah,
I think
he's
straight up.
drinking. He's drinking Fiji room temperature.
How do you know that's room temperature?
I don't see not too much condensation on the outside.
Yeah, maybe.
It looks like there's a lot more on the cup of water.
I'll drink some lactate for sure. Yeah.
Not for, go with the milk. Go with the milk, definitely.
Same thing as milk without the lactose. Ding.
I think I might try that one day.
Lactate?
Yeah.
You got to. It tastes damn near
You
the
can't-
same.
you
It
can't
might be a
taste the
little.
difference?
It might be a little sweeter, if anything.
Like, can you tell the difference in texture? Like, is it a little less creamy? Like, is it more watery?
And consistency wise, it's about the same. Well, I haven't had regular milk in so long that I can't.
Can't really tell.
Yeah, I can't really compare. I used to drink milk all the time though, and that's why I think I got lactose intolerant.
Me too. When I was younger, I'd eat a pizza and then eat milk or drink milk. Eat milk.
Dude, pizza and milk was the best combo.
I don't know why I hella liked it when I was younger.
No, like it's straight up a good ass combo. Cause you know how you have leftover pizza.
I like leftover pizza. For the record, I'll eat it hot or cold. I don't care.
Oh yeah.
For the record.
Well, whenever I used to have leftover pizza, I eat the pizza. It's in the morning. You know, you get that milk for the morning. I used to drink milk like it was water with any meal.
Yeah, yeah.
Adobo, fucking
milk and adobo.
sinigang,
Oh, shit.
Like whatever. That was
Damn.
my shit. So that's why I'm lactose intolerant now, I think.
You went from having the strongest stomach to milk being the weakness.
So this is what happened. I was I got sick, right? And I wanted to record. Like I was like working on my first mixtape at the time, and I would always drink milk, and I wasn't getting any better. Like with my voice wise, I would always be have my sinuses all flamed up and shit, have hella snot in my nose, hella congested. So I would have to blow my nose out all the time. I wasn't getting better.
Yeah.
So I researched it, and then it was saying like milk is a big reason why you're not like recovering from your sinuses.
Keeps you inflamed or something.
Yeah. So I was like, oh shit, I'm not gonna drink milk anymore. I'm just go with water. So I stopped drinking milk for like a month or two or something. Got all better, and recorded the whole thing, and I was good, right? And then after that, when I went back to milk, or like back to more dairy products like that, I would just like, after I eat it, I would notice, damn, I gotta take a fat shit.
Yeah. Why is that? And you're noticing a little more and more each day.
Yeah, it was bad.
How far into did you start taking the pills?
I damn near started taking the pills like
immediately after. Or?
No, not even. Like a year and something ago, because I think my lactose intolerantness got worse. Like I could still tolerate cheeses at that time, but I just couldn't tolerate like straight milk. So
I don't deal well with sour cream either.
Sour cream?
Yeah,
does that have a lot of? Oh, I'm burping now. Does that have a lot of lactate in it or lactose in it?
I don't know. I would think so. I feel like there's like I feel like there is some type of dairy in there.
Yeah, probably.
Especially when you go to taqueria, and then some places overload on.
Oh yeah.
Where was it that I went to?
Hella sour cream.
I went to Guerrero's in Pacifica, and they're usually my go-to spot just because it's close. I don't have to go all the way to Mission. You know, decent. But this one time, man, I'm pretty plain when it comes to getting a quesadilla. I don't like. And this is the reason why, because I ordered it with everything in it, and sure enough, there was too much avocado and too much sour cream. That like every bite, it would drip out of the quesadilla.
I don't like that.
You know what I mean? Like I want to taste the quality of the meat. I want to taste the quality of the cheese, the tortilla. You know what I mean? So from now on, like I order just meat and cheese in the quesadilla, and then I get everything else on the side, and I dip it myself.
Yeah, I think that's the way to go.
Yeah, I feel like I may not be as traditional with that, but it works better for me. You know what I mean? I don't have to use bathroom as worse.
What do you think about Chipotle?
When I go to Chipotle, I only get the burrito bowl.
Me too.
I never get a burrito there.
I've got like when the Chipotle hype first started, I would get burritos, right? And I mean, it's these fucking high schoolers or whatever, like people's first jobs. And
oh
shit.
Yeah, freaking Chipotle.
And they're getting it. And I don't think burritos are good if it's not wrapped in foil. Like for me to like a burrito, you gotta wrap that shit in foil, because otherwise that shit's just gonna go all over. You know what I mean? Burritos were created over here, right? In California. It's not even
it's not a
Mexican dish.
Yeah, it's kind of like how sushi we made rolls. And
yeah, we made the California roll and shit.
Yeah.
So that foil, I think it was meant for like that on the go kind of thing. When Mexican Americans, they wanted to create like a food for that could be consumed by Americans.
Yeah.
They made like the burrito, and that's what's easier to consume than like a good ass burrito wrapped in foil.
Yeah, because typically it's the same shit on a plate.
Yeah.
Usually, right? Like you get a chili relleno plate, and basically if you look at a chili relleno burrito, it's pretty much, rice, sour cream, beans, maybe cheese and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Inside it's just missing the tortilla, really. I think we just added the tortilla.
Mm-hmm. What's your favorite burrito spot?
I
like Taqueria San Bruno.
You know what? I still have yet to try that. You keep putting me on, you and your brother.
Yeah, I put Jam on, and Jam...
I still have yet to try it.
That's his favorite. It's my parents' favorite, too. They love that shit.
All right, next time...
They got some good-ass green sauce. I like it when it's spicy. This last time I got it, wasn't that spicy. I'm a spicy guy now.
Is it like this level of spice? Is it like at a medium, or would you say it's at a hot?
For their sauce?
Yeah, for that green sauce.
That green sauce, it used to be at a medium. But last time it was at a mild.
Oh, so you want it at the medium at least?
At least medium.
I'm gonna say Guadalajara on Mission.
Mm-hmm.
One of my favorite spots.
I don't think I've had a burrito from there.
My coworker Jonathan Tantan, he brought me there, and ever since I like that place.
I like when the tortilla is like kind of crispy.
Oh yeah, that's how they do it over there.
Yeah,
like,
you gotta
like
have
the edges are burnt, kind of.
Cause at Chipotle,
it leaves a seal.
Yeah, at Chipotle they got that shit just like flopping around. You know what I mean?
Oh, they got no bars at rolling. Huh?
No bars, 0. That shit will just fucking.
They need a joint roller to roll a burrito.
That shit will explode on you. You know what? For free bread, I did a video on Senior Seasick, and
shout out to Gil and Evan.
Shout out to them, man. So if you want to go to watch that video, it's on freebreadintl.com. But anyways, I did a video on them. Senior Seasick, they're this fusion Mexican Filipino truck that they make burritos with
our version
in it.
Yeah, it's our version of carne asada in a sense.
Yeah, Seasick is basically Filipino carne asada. And the way they had this one lady making the burrito, like I went to I think 3 different trucks to film inside, but there was this one lady. She could wrap the shit out of a burrito. She literally done.
Like she had it in steps. Like it was always fluid, the same motion, same everything. It wasn't like she was never fussing.
It was like a machine. Like you got one lady cooking all the meat. She passes the meat over to the wrapper, and the wrapper's just like going ham on it.
She like an elderly lady or like a
no?
younger
She's
lady?
like
maybe our age.
She's like middle aged.
Okay,
I would think.
a little older than us.
Yeah, a little older than us, but not like crazy old. You know what I mean? But she was good, hella good.
Get down.
You could tell that she had experience with that.
I'd let her roll my tree. Shit.
I know. Yeah.
If only.
And they gotta wrap it twice with the foil. But
I like it when they wrap it twice. Fuck
twice.
Fuck the places that wrap it only once. Like, I'm on the go. I still might not want to finish this whole shit. You know?
Yes.
Some of y'all burrito places ain't that cracking enough for me to finish it in one. You know what I mean? Like,
or too big or something.
Yeah.
Freaking the double wrap, you need it.
It's much needed for sure. I like the Tosilog burrito best from Senior Seasick. So Tosilog is a tocino, which is like a Filipino bacon, I guess you could say, right? Bacon and pork.
Why is that one your favorite?
I don't know. I like vinegar.
Oh, okay.
So like the sauce that comes with is you get a side of vinegar. So you get brown garlic rice.
Mm-hmm. Sounds good.
It's garlic fried rice, actually, I should say. So the brown is from it being fried.
Mm-hmm.
So garlic fried rice with sunny side up egg and tocino. So it's basically a tosilog in a burrito.
Mm-hmm.
And then you dip it in vinegar with chili in it. Pretty like they used to only serve it on like Tuesday or Thursday or something like that.
So it was exclusive before?
I think it was more exclusive before, but now I think they have 4 trucks, if I'm not mistaken. So I think
they damn near have like 10. I think they got hella.
Yeah, I was just talking to Gil the other day. I cut his hair maybe a couple weeks back, and he was like, "Yeah, it's crazy how much we've expanded and all that, and it's good to see them grow because I seen it from when they first had their first truck, and when I first tried, I was like, man, I fuck with this tough."
All right, so question: I've seen food trucks go into like the restaurant, like what do you call that? Brick and mortar restaurant.
Do I think it could hold its own?
Do you think it's a good thing if Senior Seasick were to do that?
Yeah, I don't see why not. A lot of the other, major upper tier food trucks, like Curry Up Now has their own storefront. From what I hear, I think Koja has their own storefront also.
Which one's Koja?
They do the kamikaze fries, and then they have the
sounds good already.
Like
I don't even know what that is.
It's like a burger, but then the bun's like rice that's been like fried so it stays together. Is it spare? I forgot what kind of meat they use.
Wait, it's
like Korean barbecue.
Wait, okay. Explain that again. It's a burger,
but
and
the
they
buns
use
are
rice.
Yeah.
What? I think I've seen this somewhere.
Yeah, let me
maybe you were the one who showed me. It kind of looks like a hash brown, right? Like the look of it.
The look of it, how it's like how it's all mashed together in a sense, and then
and fried
so that it's
like hardened.
A border. Yeah, it leaves a border.
That's kind of crazy. What is this called again?
Koja Kitchen.
Koja Kitchen. I think if anyone could do a storefront, it's Senior Seasick. Because if you look at their lines,
and they got a crazy menu. You know what I mean? Like, just they have a lot to offer.
I mean, like, well, hype wise, their line at Off the Grid, which is Off the Grid is a place where it's a bunch of food trucks gathering around on a certain day at a certain place.
It's like a pop-up type.
Yeah, pop-up food truck place.
Yeah.
And Senior Seasick line is always the longest one. It's like, if you want to go there and get Senior Seasick, just be ready to wait because it's going to be a long-ass wait at all times.
Like, I'll go to another truck, order some shit, and eat it while I'm in line waiting for Senior Seasick.
Even at the, like, ceremony one where it's not as lit as, like,
their line is always 2 or 3 times longer than everyone else's line.
I feel like the other food trucks are like, fuck you, Senior Seasick, every day.
Or they drive by hella slow and just, we see you.
What if food trucks had gang wars like that?
You know, I did. That was one of the things that I asked. I was like, hey, are there any like food trucks that show
got
some
beef with you?
Yeah, or like show hostility or anything? And he's like, nah, everyone's pretty cool. So I mean, I guess it's kind of like
going community.
Yeah, kind of like, I mean, for barbers, for the most part, we're kind of easygoing. We all, until someone, does us wrong, I guess, we don't have anything to worry about. And, there's enough people to feed, in a sense. Most people buy multiple things from other places anyway. So if they get a Senior Seasick burrito, there's a chance they might be getting something else somewhere else, even if it may be just a drink or other things.
So if a customer goes to you and then like goes to another person and then comes back to you, you're not like,
I'm not tripping
man,
at all.
I'm gonna fuck your hair up now.
Not at all, man. Not at all. I totally understand. Maybe I'm not on your schedule.
Yeah.
I mean, there's been people that have gone to me for years, and I moved away to San Jose for a minute, and I don't expect you to come all the way to San Jose just to get a haircut. And I know there's a million barbers, not including the ones like in garages and shit, that wouldn't be able to come. Yeah, I mean, that would be able to get you instead of me.
Makes sense.
You know what I mean? And
makes sense.
I just want the next person to, give you a good haircut also. That way it's not that much more work for me if you do come back to me.
Yeah, that's a great outlook on it. Me personally, I'd be like, fuck you. Loyalty, where's the loyalty at? You better come to San Jose.
No, but don't get me wrong, though. It is nice when people do follow you. Like, there's a few people that have followed me throughout my whole career, and, it feels good that they have.
I like that you have your set place in the shop, too. Like, I like coming in and going to the chair. It's like, yeah, that's my chair on. Oh yeah. This is my throne for this amount of time. Yeah, I know where I'm gonna be sitting for. I know I'm the first cut in the morning. Yeah. I like starting off my day with people I know, and ending my day with people I know. Just because, like, if it's a call-in, I don't know how serious they were about getting a haircut. Maybe they may not show up. Yeah, maybe they may not take it seriously enough. Like, I never thought about that.
Yeah, some people don't think and like realize, oh, this is how this dude's making a living, and I could have easily.
I can't just swerve him.
Yeah, or people forget and it's like, oh, I didn't even call him, whatever, I don't care, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, dude, I could have filled that spot and potentially made like another $40-$50, and you just prevented me from that,
Yeah, that's weak as fuck.
I mean, but for the most part, most people have some decency and common sense and all that. And we usually say if a walk-in comes in, if you stick around for 15 minutes, the guy doesn't show up, we'll get you in instead of that person.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
I mean, there's like a little policy that we run to.
Okay. Makes sense. You can't just be leaving your like barbers out to dry and shit.
Yeah, total loss and all that,
You seen the movie Chef?
Chef, is that?
You ain't seen it? It's
is that
on
Adam
Netflix,
Sandler?
I think. Nah, it's a John.
Oh, that's
Favreau.
Cobbler.
Cobbler? Oh, I seen Cobbler too. That actually wasn't that bad.
That's the one where he switches shoes and shit?
Yeah, he puts on other people's shoes that he mends or whatever, cobbles.
Yeah.
And he becomes that person. Or he like looks like that person. You ever see damn. It was during the era of the Disney Channel original series, like the famous Jet Jackson era, but it wasn't. It was a guy and he had a jersey, and when he puts on that jersey,
the show called The Jersey.
It was called The Jersey.
It was called The Jersey.
That shit was tight.
The blue and yellow yarn jersey, old school, very ugly, like Christmas sweater looking.
Exactly.
And then
I wanted that so bad.
Who the fuck did they have like
he'll put on like a Jerry Rice jersey and then like
he'll be Jerry Rice.
Yeah.
There were
but the cool thing about it was if he fucking put on a Jerry Rice jersey, turn the Magic jersey inside out and then put that on, he would get all the powers of that guy.
I don't remember that. That's
you don't
like
remember
that's
that?
like a little loophole thing that they were doing.
If I remember correctly, like he tried out for the football team or something and then like got like Joe Montana's jersey or whatever and then stole Joe Montana's powers, but meanwhile Joe Montana's like in a game or something.
And he sucks.
Yeah. Something like that.
Sounds a little
or Steve
more,
Young or something.
Sounds a little more familiar. Kind of like how Space Jam when he stole their powers and shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn.
Well, how do we even get to talking about this? What were we talking about before, Chef?
Chef. Yeah. Oh yeah. So what about Chef?
Oh, I don't know. Well, that little tangent was way cooler. Yeah. I was just saying that like Chef.
I still haven't watched Kubo.
I haven't watched it a second time yet either. I've been watching all these videos online on how they made Kubo, and I'm still so interested.
Like every little detail.
I just want to see because like the way that the movie starts, I don't want to kill it, but the way that the movie starts, it just like lets you know, yo, get ready for this shit. You know what I mean?
You're gonna be taken on a ride.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's kind of tight.
I want to watch it again, and I want to watch it like super lit, because then I'll be hella into it.
What's a movie recently that was really big that has been shot at Universal Studio?
I don't know.
Because I thought about it, like I want to go to Universal Studios hella bad right now.
Here, let me check.
Because shit, every time I go LA, I end up going to Disneyland. I recently did an LA trip, and what we did was just local shit and try to be locals in LA. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I have yet to go to Universal Studios in quite a long time. I don't know exactly how long.
Well, they got Harry Potter Land.
Yeah, that's one of the exhibits I want to see. I want to see Simpsons Land. I want to see the Fast and Furious ride. You know what I mean?
Me and Avita went to Universal not too long ago because she wanted to see Harry Potter World, and I was like, oh yeah, fuck yeah, let's go.
That shit look legitly like the place, right?
It was sick. I hear that Orlando is like a little bit cooler, but this one is pretty tight too.
Have you ever gone to Disneyland in Florida also?
No. Oh well, I've been to Disney World before. That's a lie. But I was like 2 years old.
Oh, so not old enough to retain any memories or anything from.
I mean, I see pictures of me at Honey, I Shrunk the Kids exhibit.
Yeah.
I see pictures of me with Ninja Turtles.
That's pretty cool, man.
You know what? I have a memory from then, though. Even though I was hella young, I was like 2 years old. I still have a small memory of it. I just remember it was me and Jam, because Jam's only a year and a half older than me. So he was in the stroller too, and you're little kids at a park. So we had this like double stroller, and Jam was in the front and I was in the back, and I remember just chilling like this is the fucking life.
Yeah.
Like I think
Double
I had
strollers
like
look tight.
I had like a mature mind at that
age.
At that age, so I was like, "Yo, this is tight." My parents are walking and shit. They're fucking strolling me. It's hot, but I got this shade on, and I'm just chilling. Like this is hella cool.
And they're doing everything that I want them to do.
Yeah, it's
me.
like, why can't I do this all the time? Sometimes I think I dream back to those days. Like, oh, I want to freaking do that again.
Have you ever like dreamed a memory?
Yeah, I think so. Or I think that sometimes you might dream a memory and it like fucks up your memory
and it might change the way that
exactly
you perceive it, or like the way you remember it, in a sense.
Your dream becomes the new memory.
It makes the new reality.
Exactly.
I think I talked about did we talk about nightmares before?
I don't know. What about nightmares?
Well, anyways, like I could only remember vividly like a couple what's it called, dreams.
Mm-hmm.
One of them was I was swimming with killer whales.
Oh, I've had like a week long of orca dreams.
It was an orca.
I'll get back to it. Yeah, killer whale.
But not in the sea, like in Sea World.
Oh, really?
So like, you know how they have tanks and little tunnels for them to go through to go to their private bed tank, you know what I mean, where they stay and sleep and stuff, and where they get fed, and then they have to go to the show one and perform and all that. Basically, I don't know if I was breathing underwater or whatever, but I was swimming and I couldn't tell if I needed to breathe or not, but I was just swimming for a good while, so I guess I was breathing while I was swimming, in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
But this orca was chasing me, and I was like, oh shit, let me get the fuck up out of here. And then I guess right before he ate me, I woke up.
That's like my deepest fear. Like,
yeah, I want to say that's why it kind of, I want to say he ate me. I'm not too sure if he ate me, because like I just remember the chase.
Right at that.
I just remember the chase. Yeah, exactly.
I remember I had like a week or two long, or maybe even a month long, of like on and off orca dreams. The scariest one though was I was surfing over in Pacifica, and I don't surf, so that's already a dream.
How old were you in the dream? Like current age?
I was current age. This was like maybe 2 years ago.
Okay.
Maybe a year ago. I don't know. But I was surfing over in Pacifica, and then there's like this rock area, but it's like in the middle of the ocean, so you could kind of like swim to the other side, right? You get what I'm saying? Like here's the beach, and then there's this rock area, and then you're surfing on this side, but if you swim to the other side of the rock area, it's like still connected to the beach. Do you know what I'm saying?
I do.
It's like an island, basically, of rocks, but it's tall.
I feel like I see this by the dumps. You ever been to the dumps?
It's kind of like the dumps, except it's like a surfer area.
Okay.
The beach that I was thinking of was like the end of. It's that one beach in Pacifica. I can't remember.
Rockaway?
No, what's the other
Lindemar?
one? Lindemar. Yeah, I was at Lindemar surfing over there because people surf there. You know what I mean?
They do.
And so, you know when a wave comes up, and then you like dive under the water with your surfboard. So I did that shit, right?
Yeah.
And I see one orca. I'm like, oh fuck. So I like paddle out to the other side of this rock, right, to like get away from this shit, because I was pretty close to it.
And you wouldn't think like an orca would go close to that island either. Anyway.
Yeah, with all these people over, and then so I go into the other side, and then the wave comes up again. I go under, and this is on the other side of the rock. I see like 30 orcas.
Oh, like shit! I could imagine that too.
So I was scared as fuck, and they start riding the wave, and they're all coming at me, like about to eat me. But yeah, I just had like crazy orca dreams. And I was like, what does it mean? What does it all mean? And I searched it, and they were talking about how, like, you may be pregnant. I'm like, I don't think so. I don't think I'm because they're saying, like, orcas are very maternal and, like, very parental, I guess. But, yeah, I don't know what that means still.
When I see...
but I didn't get pregnant.
When I see... orcas, I think of Predator for some reason, or Alien from Alien.
Oh, I think it's the teeth.
Yeah,
you know how the teeth are like round?
And the head shape is kind of like that, like kind of, you know what I mean, like orca-ish. That shit is kind of trippy.
Orcas scare the shit out of me.
Let's see. But from the surface, like before, I used to think sharks were scarier until I found out that's what kills sharks. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not as scared of a shark as I am orca, because if you think about it, orcas are smart. Like,
they seem smarter than a shark.
No, they're straight up smarter than a shark.
Yeah.
Like I've seen.
They're like dolphin shark eaters.
You ever see those? You ever see those videos of that orca, and it's like a team of 3 orcas, and they use a wave to get this like little sea lion or whatever off this ice pad,
so that basically he's vulnerable and they could eat him.
Here, let me try to search that shit. Orca. What should I search?
Orca eating seal.
Just
I don't.
Orca eating seal.
Or like
on ice.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So the other dream that I remember vividly, just a quick second, would be like this butcher, like serial killer type dude, with the knives that you would cut, like
the butcher knives.
Yeah. Basically butchered my quad off, like from halfway through my quad off, and that's like one of my other vivid memories I remember.
Are these dreams reoccurring?
Nah, those ones didn't reoccur.
Oh, check this shit out. So this seal is on this little pad of ice, and one orca's at one side, and then there's a gang of these 3 orcas at the other side. And what they do is they swim up to the ice pad, and they create this massive wave that knocks the seal out into the other orca's mouth. Look at that shit.
Oh, wow.
I don't want to be anywhere near these freaking predators in the water while they're hungry.
Would you just swim? Like, you're done for sure. Like, but would you try to swim away? Or would you just accept, like, fuck, dude?
If I'm a seal?
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying to stay on that pad.
He probably doesn't even know what's going on. Like,
if you get into the water, you're done.
Yeah.
Like, I guess you could try thinking of, all right, where's the land at? Let me try to swim up until the land, but it looks like it's all ice over there.
Or like how, like, are they all on one side and maybe I could break enough far enough?
You ain't out swimming.
Yeah, you're not.
These motherfuckers. These shit are fast and big and smart, and there's 4 of them.
Yeah, fuck, dude, you're fucked, seal.
There was another video that I seen where this seal jumps onto this boat and runs away.
Yeah, did I send that to you?
I think you did.
The seal jumps onto the boat, and at first the people are, oh, what the fuck, this fucking seal is hopping on here, and then you could it looked like a human suffering, like the desperation in the seal's eyes looked like a human trying to survive type shit.
You could tell it was relieved as fuck.
Once he got onto the boat, so he passed the rudder and like the engine of the boat in the back, and he finally got on, and he barely just got the last tail in, and then you see this big ass orca. Was it an orca or a shark?
It was an orca.
Yeah, big ass orca just like swim by, like he just barely missed death.
I would be scared if I was the people on the boat too, because that boat didn't look big at all.
Yeah, it looked like for damn sure if that orca happened to get any closer and just knock into it, probably everyone would have been overboard. Everyone would have been done for.
Yeah.
It looked like only 6 people could be on that boat, maybe.
So would you swim like open ocean?
Okay, so I've swam in a deep ass lake in the middle of the lake, and that shit was scary enough already as is, bro. I don't know if I'd do that shit in the middle of the ocean. Like, I guess in a cage.
I got scared when you were swimming in the lake too, by the way.
For the record, I got so deep that I felt the temperature of the water change.
Really?
So, like,
I know that every 33 feet is a different atmosphere pressure.
Yeah, so you definitely could feel like, and being that I couldn't kick off of anything to, maximize my acceleration to the surface. I was just like, oh, I just gotta breathe, like hold my breath and maintain it, and just kind of like be calm as I, what's the best stroke I could do? I just did like full on breaststroke vertical though, and like try to use my legs and my hands just as much as I can to propel myself up. And then you guys were kind of scared for me, but I
was scared because you fucking hit your rib off the side of the boat. So I don't know if we explained this story before, but I want to explain it from my side of the story.
Yeah, I ragdolled it.
So we're having a party. We're camping. I think we talk about this maybe the first episode of the podcast.
Yeah, double-decker story houseboat type thing.
And so there's a slide at the top of the double deck, and there's like stairs going up. So a couple people are like jumping off the stairs and shit. And so we're all hella drunk. We're all hella on one.
I'm on shrooms. I'm on one. I hippie flipped. I took might have been a part of a Tesla or I don't know. It probably might have been a Tesla.
That's the name of the shroom?
Or the pill.
The pill? Oh, shit.
It was like
damn, you're on so much shit. I just remember you like looking at me being hella on one, and then you gave me a peace sign, and then you turned it into a fuck you.
That's when the Hennessy turned on me. I was drunk as fuck off Hennessy too right before that happened. So I don't even remember like climbing off, because it wasn't even really jumping off. It was more like,
well, here, this is from my perspective. You're hella on one. Everybody's jumping off the boat and shit. And I think there's a couple of us in the water, and we're encouraging you to jump. We're like, Bong, jump, right? So
that's how it did start then, because then everyone's like, no one was telling you to jump. I was like, bro, someone was telling me, and I was like, that's why I said, y'all got me, right? That's like our hashtag, y'all got me right. So these niggas always get me trying to say, y'all got me right.
Well, I mean, like, this is the second time you jumped, though. Because I think you did like either a slide or like a jump, just small jump straight in. But this time you're at the stairs, but you didn't go all the way to the top, like to the ledge.
It was almost like probably a couple steps down from it, right?
You were damn near like at the top of the steps. Yeah, maybe 2 or 3 steps down. And then he goes at the side of the stairs where it's like the water part, where it's the fucking lake. And then he looks like he's about to jump off. First, he's like, or you're like, you got me, right? And I'm like, yeah, we got you. And like, all right, cool. And then all of a sudden you did it. You freaking go off the side. But I don't think you like had enough power going through to get over the rail.
I didn't exert enough.
I don't think you believed in your talents at that moment.
Yeah.
So you held on to the rail with one hand. And then you held on for like a split second too long. So this fool freaking holds on, slams his ribs right at the side of the stairs, and then falls hella hard into the water.
And that's why my ribs were so fucked up for so long.
So after that, all of us are in shock. We're just like silent. And then
it was a good while till I got up to the surface.
Yeah,
too.
it was taking pretty long for you to get out the surface. Mikey was the closest one to you, and I was the second closest one to you. All of a sudden, like after realizing, like, oh shit, he might not come up, we start fucking swimming hella
towards my
hard,
direction,
trying to get you. And I was about to take my life jacket off, freaking like go try to find where you're at. The water's hella murky. I don't know if I'm gonna find you.
Yeah, if
and
I
then
don't feel anything.
This fool pops up looking like Moana from the new Pixar movie.
Oh,
and we're like, yeah.
My hair all over the place, butt crack all out because I'm trying to climb up the stairs and shit.
That shit
I
was
hella remember.
Hella funny. All right, man. Well, this is a podcast first, but I got to take a piss. Hella bad.
I know. I drank hella water.
I was drinking a lot of water. I'll refill it. Pause. We're gonna pause right now. We'll be right back. All right, we're back. Yeah, I had to go pee so bad. I was drinking a lot of water.
I know. I drank like three cups of water.
Do you normally drink hella water?
Yeah, for the most part. It's hella funny. You ever notice how whenever you had to go to like Safeway or something, like, hey, y'all need anything? I'll be like, hey, can I get a bottle of water?
Oh, really? Every time?
Like, whenever someone asks that maybe at least 5-6 times a day. So I would say I drink at least 5-6 bottles at work, and then some more at home or in my car.
Yeah, I'm super water drinker too. I got my hydro flask thing, but it's not a hydro flask.
Hey, me too. Hey, which one did you get?
It's this one right here, the NASA one. I got this at work.
That's tight.
Cause I get on Tuesdays I get 10% discount.
I didn't bring mine with me today, but mine's made by. I want to say it's made by Hydro Flask, but like it's bought by another party, and then they put their branding on it.
Oh, okay.
But,
yeah, the same thing with this one. It's like the brand is H2Go, but it just has a NASA logo on it.
Exactly, right? I feel like I I think Hydro Flask is still like the manufacturer for these ones. I would say.
Probably.
Yeah.
I mean, they like the leaders in it. I love my freaking H2Go Hydro Flask thing.
Yeah.
It really keeps it hella cool.
Like I put ice in at like midnight. And
you put ice in that shit? I don't
Yeah.
even ice my shit.
I throw like, you know how refrigerators have the ice makers and shit.
Mm.
I'll fill it like 5/8 of the way, and then I'll put water.
Is your thing like a wide
mouth? Yeah.
mouth? I don't like that.
You like yours to be like bottle size?
Yeah, because I'll like spill that shit all over my face.
Kind of like how that girl with the peppers did. That shit was crazy.
But on accident, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
See, this one has like that small. It's like almost a
Kind of like a
bottle.
funnel in a sense. Yeah,
almost a water bottle shape. So
it kind of like mid Gatorade size.
Even smaller than a Gatorade.
Even smaller.
Gatorades be too big for me sometimes too.
That shit'll spill.
Yeah, and it's sticky, so it's all bad. And I like vitamin water a lot, so it kind of sucks.
I hate when, you know, you got to be hella careful opening like a vitamin water or like, I love hemp 2.0, but then what pisses me off is the fact that like usually, I don't know if I just got no bars at opening bottles of drinks, but I usually get a little bit of spillage on the side and then it gets all sticky whenever I hold it and shit.
You know what happens to me? Those water bottles that I get for the guests.
Yeah.
They're the Safeway brand. So the plastic I think is like hella cheap.
Yeah.
And if I like am done working out, you know how your grip strength sometimes like after a long day,
yeah,
you can't decide like how hard to grip something. I'll like open the water bottle and it's hard to open, so you want to grip both hands tightly, but then you grip the water side and that shit once it pops open,
spillage
spill all over you.
Yeah.
I've done that many times.
Or by the time you do get it open, it's like, okay, you put it back on. It's like, oh, fuck, I fucked the bottle up. It's hella deformed and shit.
Well, I don't care about that as much as fucking spilling it all over clothes and
surfaces.
Shit. At least it's just water, though. I guess that's why they make it harder plastics for those fruitier drinks, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
You can't be spilling that all over yourself all the time.
What's crazy is those, like how space age water is kind of getting now, like
space age.
Yeah, like how I'm just saying
how
that.
So?
I'm just saying. Well, it's not on the level of your space age, but like as far as like, dude, you know how they put fruits in the middle of water bottles and it makes fucking fruit water.
Oh yeah, that is like space technology, damn near.
You know what I mean? Like that, the innovation behind that. You know what I mean? That shit had to be engineered for that.
At work one time they had these what's it called? They showed like the food that the astronaut eats, and it's like these pouches and shit. And what you do is you hydrate the pouch, and it's like a burger. Like the burger looks normal,
yeah,
but it's like all these other things that look like shriveled up meats or whatever.
Do they plug like a hose in to rehydrate it, or how do they rehydrate it?
You know how the bag looks for like an IV?
Yeah, yeah. So
it looks like
sealed all around.
It looks like a Ziploc, like all the water's gone out of that bag and the meat's in the middle.
It's all
and
backed
then
out.
They put like a little tube in, and then it hydrates it with like water and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And
then they microwave it, and then it becomes hot again.
Yeah, it doesn't look as good as normal food, but I guess it does its job.
It'll do the job for space.
Like the nuts look fine; they look like regular nuts. Like that's cool, but other shit like
perishable items and all that.
Yeah, that's
how they do.
I wouldn't want it.
That makes me think. How did when astronauts shit, like or waste in a sense, do they just let space have it, or does it go into something? Or
I forgot about shit, but I know that for pee, they reuse that shit.
Oh, so it becomes water somehow. They use it as a H2O source or something, or they.
Yeah, it'll be cycled again as water.
That's crazy. That's smart.
I read The Martian and watching the movie.
Oh, dude, I hella like that movie.
Yeah, it was a good movie. The book is way better though.
Yeah. Did you like Interstellar?
Interstellar was great.
If I have 3 hours, 4 hours, maybe I don't mind using that on that, dude. I fucking love that movie.
Interstellar.
I feel like my mind gets blown at the same like I get the same feeling every single time I watch it, even though I know what's gonna happen and all
Why?
this shit. I don't know. I feel like it just left that much of a lasting impression on me.
Yeah, Christopher Nolan. I mean, hella tight. He did Inception.
Yeah.
He did the Batman trilogy, the latest Batman trilogy, and yeah, Inception, hella good. I think what was like really mind blowing and cool about that film was how they explained these like phenomenons in space in like layman terms. So they had they showed the example of how
a wormhole works.
Yeah, and
dude, that shit.
They
was
folded the piece of
super
paper
tight.
over, and it's like instead of traveling from point A to point B this way
in a line,
imagine the plane is folded over and you just go straight through, and that's what a wormhole is. And mind blown. They use that in Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert. But they use that same exact thing.
Dude, that's probably what happened that night that blue light showed up from San Francisco to LA. Someone traveled back in time.
You were asking me about that.
I was asking you about that, but you know
about
Pmac will not tell us anything because he cannot tell us. He's under contract. He can't tell us anything.
You know more about all this shit than I do.
No, I don't. Man.
What do you know?
I know we didn't go to space.
See, that's no, that's
we didn't go to space, bro.
That's false. All right, why do you think we didn't go to space?
I don't know. I'm not saying we didn't go to space exactly, but there's just a lot of doubt in my mind. Like now that the evidence that has brought itself upon me recently made me think, like, you know what, we could really easily have not been in space.
Okay,
also.
so why?
Okay, I'm sure you probably have an explanation for all of these, but I would say, for one, okay, so I'm just basing these off of what is it, Apollo 12 or Apollo 10, or
the mission to the moon?
Mission to the moon, exactly. So with a lot of the images that were sent to us, it's like, okay, technology-wise, we don't have, or first and foremost, let's start off with the flag. Like, it looked like there was wind. You know what I mean? Like, the way that the flag was depicted, it looked like the wind was blowing it. Like, it wasn't just still. It wasn't just like
on the rod.
Yeah, it was always different and like moving and shit. You know what I mean?
When there's no atmosphere in the moon, so
yeah. So that's one of the things that make me trip out. Another thing, being that you're out there on the moon and there's what's it called? You're out in, you see more of space, and I guess theoretically you'd see more of space, right? How come you don't see stars?
Well, the video's pretty shitty.
Yeah. Or even in the pictures, the pictures look pretty shitty too. But like, you can't see stars. They said the shadows are off too. Like
it's coming from the wrong direction.
From wrong directions and like reflections off their helmets and shit. What they could see in the reflections.
Mm.
So like, they claimed that what's it called? I'm sure you're probably familiar with it, but you know the spotlights that travel on a wire, like in a studio.
The spotlights that travel on a wire.
Yeah, they said like
just like lights on a wire.
Lights on a wire, basically. Yeah,
Okay.
that are controlled by remote control or whatever.
Okay.
They said that you could see one of those clearly on a helmet.
So
reflection.
where are you getting all this information from?
Mostly from like YouTube and like
See, that's the thing.
other websites. But then there's other like, okay, so like a bunch of NASA shit that they post up. A lot of the fucking a lot of the shit that they post from the missions and all that, like from both Apollos, they claim to have landed at 2 different places, but the pictures that they show in each of those are like, they pretty much are the same backdrop and shit.
Okay.
So like they could say it's staged or whatever and all that. They moved it over so it doesn't look as, everything connects perfectly, like all that. They put three scenes together or whatever, three pictures together.
And you were talking about Stanley Kubrick.
Yeah, what is it, Space Odyssey?
So earlier, before we started the podcast, we were talking about how
We always talk about aliens and shit like this.
But we've
in
never
outer
talked
space.
about it on the podcast. So
yeah, that's why
I want to get into it too. You were saying that Stanley Kubrick might have been the one to fake the Apollo 11 moon landing.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think that's bullshit. But there's like good hints to it though. So I mean, first off, if there's anybody at that era, when did this happen? Does it show a date? I don't even know. July 16th, 1969. That was a launch date, and the landing was July 24th, 1969. So that's in the age of like Stanley Kubrick, and he did 2001: A Space Odyssey, where he actually does a moon landing in the Space Odyssey, and he does like a bunch of cool, crazy camera work and crazy special effects that weren't seen at the time, and were done to make it look like it was filmed in space. And so people say that Stanley Kubrick made like the space landing and shit.
Yeah, so one of the things is like, I feel, okay, maybe we didn't go to the moon then. If that's one of the ways I feel about it. Like I nowadays, seeing all the other shit that we do see, I kind of do feel like we might have been in space. But at that time,
you don't believe that we've been in space at all?
Originally, I didn't believe that.
Okay.
And then now I kind of, lean towards it a little. Okay, maybe we did, but
dog, Scott Kelly just came back.
Dude, we don't know. I don't know Scott Kelly. I don't know him. I don't know him personally. He doesn't tell me anything.
That's my coworker, dog.
Yeah, that's your coworker. That's your dog. That's not my dog. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know this dude. For all I know, he's telling me a story. You know what I mean? And they say Neil Armstrong, when he gave his speech, he was super fucking like
on one,
kind of bugged and shit. Like, maybe it's because he hasn't been back in a while, and doesn't know how to talk to people again. Like being that you only had a certain amount of people go up there with you. But they said that he kind of was like fumbling over his speech and all that shit, and that's why they kind of like think that it might have been staged. Like I don't know if they went to space at that time. Maybe now, like, okay, I see now that our technology is kind of getting up to par with whatever they got. You know what I mean? Back then, they didn't even have a lot of the technology we have nowadays that you feel like you would have.
This is what I think. I think these motherfuckers were straight cowboys. Like cowboys of that generation.
And just went wandering?
Like, JFK, he had that race for space. He tried to push it in, try to get the United States to the moon before anybody.
Yeah.
And after that, like, they just went for it. And they're like just gunning for it. So I think for sure we went to the moon. And I think that's like real footage, but people like to make conspiracies. All right, so the laptop hella cut out on us in the middle of talking about UFC 203 and talking more about conspiracies.
Elaborating more on conspiracy theories about like presidential shit and higher societies and all that.
Yeah, shit, what were we talking about?
Well,
like for right after that.
For the most part, I mean, I was just trying to say that I'm thinking outside of the box and all that. And I mean, I think my thought process, it was like, all the shit that we've been learned and thought of and kind of like what's normal in a sense. But then I do try to step outside of the box and try to believe these conspiracies just so I don't be as naive to when I do hear it and all that.
Yeah, like I was talking about how before people thought the world was round, people thought the world was flat.
Oh, yeah.
And as crazy it is for these people to believe that the world is still flat or like they still think it's flat, we need those crazy ass people like that just to do something different, just to not believe everything that we're told. Tell you. Yeah. I mean, there's certain shit that you just got to find out for yourself. I know that we're talking about how Samuel Jackson in the Avengers, he said, what do we really know? Like, years ago, we used to know that the world was flat. And, people know that the world is round now.
And it's, like, still discredited now.
Yeah, I mean, But whatever. We just need people like that.
Yeah.
We're talking about UFC 203. That was crazy. It was a crazy event. CM Punk's debut.
The dude that was from WWE, right?
Yeah. So what happened with CM Punk is he was training for 2 years, and he got a deal into the UFC because he said, you know what, fuck this WWE shit. I want to do something real. So he trained for 2 years with Duke Rufus, who's one of the best coaches in MMA. He went through multiple surgeries, a back surgery, and his debut was finally last Saturday in Cleveland. And he faced this kid named Mickey Gall. Got his ass fucking destroyed.
And he's on the verge of rise too, right?
Yeah, so like Mickey Gall, I think he's like a talented ass fighter. He had the presence of mind enough to call out CM Punk while Dana White was in the building for his first MMA fight. Like at this time, CM Punk, he needed to fight a guy who was 1-0. Mickey Gall knew that. Dana White just so happens to go to the fight that he's going to fight at, which is his first professional fight. And he takes full advantage of that when he gets on the mic. He's like, hey, Dana, I know CM Punk needs a fight. I'm 1-0 now. Let's make it happen. So they bring in Mickey Gall. He has another fight in the UFC. And then he fights CM Punk. But mind you, this kid has been training for years. So he just mopped the floor with CM Punk.
Yeah.
And you're asking me, how do I think that CM could have won? I think there was only one way to win. And I was actually rooting for Punk. The way that he could win is he could catch him with a hard shot. Like, you could take anybody off the street. If they have decent enough power, if they're a decent enough athlete.
You get caught in the right place, right?
And just throw bombs. If you just catch right on the chin, you can knock somebody out. Like, I don't care who you are.
Yeah,
if you get caught on the chin, you're the same weight as a guy.
I mean, on World Star, it happens all the time. You think one dude's going to win, next thing you know, dude, sleep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because all it's about is turning that head and disrupting the brain and making the brain hit the wall of the skull.
Yeah. Basically having almost a concussion in a sense, right?
Honestly, it doesn't take that much. It takes a clean shot, accurate shot, and a pretty hard and fast shot, which I'm sure CM Punk could do. Yeah. Like, if you're training for 2 years, you could do that.
And being that he used to be a wrestler, he's of size in a sense, right?
Well, I mean, they fought at 170 pounds, so they weren't like crazy big.
Yeah. So do you think he might have lost some strength doing that? Was he originally big and roided out? Like,
he was never athletic like that. He was small.
Yeah. So he wasn't like Triple H or anything like that.
No,
because I don't even remember him. Keep it real.
No, he was after our time.
Yeah,
that's
you know
why.
what I mean.
He was after our time for sure.
I don't remember anyone after like the Hardy Boys and Lita. You know what I mean? Like that was like the last of the last for me.
Yeah, I mean, he was past our time, but anyways, it was a crazy fight. Verdum.
Do you think that was a safe pick for him to fight for the next person to call him out
for Mickey Gall?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the one that Mickey Gall called out.
Yeah.
So Mickey Gall called out Sage Northcutt, who he's been training his whole life, but he hasn't looked like a world beater. He hasn't looked like anything special. And this Mickey kid, he looks fucking good.
Yeah.
Like, I think he could do something. Granted, he's been facing bums, and a bunch of people could mop the floor with bums, but the people in the gym say that this kid has talent. Jim Miller, he's a UFC guy, says, yo, this guy's someone to look out for.
And you said just because he's not picking bigger names, he's pacing himself through his career to make sure.
Well, I mean, he's picking big names, but he's not picking hard fights.
Okay.
Because, dude, CM Punk, that was his third professional fight.
Yeah.
Like, that's how you're supposed to do it. It just so happens that his, like, rise in the pros happens to be on the biggest stage possible.
Yeah.
Like, he was the third before last in the main card of his third UFC fight.
Yeah.
Or of his third MMA fight, which is fucking crazy. And then after that, Verdum, he does a flying sidekick into Travis Brown's face. He gets into it with Ronda Rousey's coach. That shit was crazy.
Yeah. And you said dude's characteristic, the coach, he's like...
He's a dick.
He's a dick, like the fucking Karate Kid, the villain's fucking coach in a sense.
He's the worst fucking person in MMA.
Douchebag type shit.
Yeah. Even Ronda Rousey's mom hates him.
Damn.
So yeah.
Does Ronda like him?
Ronda loves him, which is crazy.
She probably likes the fact, like, you know, tell me some, yell at me, and I'll perform type. You know what I mean?
If you notice how Ronda Rousey fought that Holly Holm fight, that was the stupidest fucking way to fight ever. And then she goes back into the corner, and this motherfucker is saying, "You're doing good. You're doing perfect. That was your round." Like, no, that wasn't your round. You're getting beat the fuck up. Your jaw's hanging wide open. You took too many left hands to the face. Stop bum rushing her. That's what I would have said.
Yeah.
But that was a dumbass game plan.
He probably got a lot of pride, is what it is, huh?
I think he's just stupid. Anyways, the last fight happens. Stipe Miocic versus Alistair Overeem, and it was a great 1-round fight. They go back and forth. At one point in the fight, Overeem, who's the challenger, he drops the champion with a big left hand, and then after he drops him, he gets him into a guillotine, which is like a headlock. And then shortly after that, Stipe gets out, starts putting the pressure back on, takes him down, and then grounds and pounds him and knocks him the fuck out with ground and pound. Rarely do you see a knockout from ground and pound, but if you're going to have this big-ass heavyweight champion on you and you're going to let him posture up into your stacked guard, he's going to fucking put your lights out, man. I don't know what Alistair was doing. I would have tried to control his posture and try to hold him down or try to kick him off and get him away as quick as possible.
Yeah.
So that was... I don't know. I don't think that was a smart move by him.
You think he gave him like too much distance?
I think what happened was he was a little bit rocked already.
He kind of did look, from the clip, he kind of did look kind of like
woozy already.
Woozy. He had dazed a bit.
Yeah, he was running away because he was kind of woozy.
Is this the same guy who got kicked?
When
he started off with a kick?
No.
That was a different one.
This is the next fight. So after that, you got to... they interview Stipe, and then after they interview Stipe, they interview Alistair, who just got knocked out. And he's trying to say that he believed that Stipe tapped. So here he is talking with Joe Rogan.
But you did have your moments in the fight.
Hey, why you look like a buff McConan, though?
Hey, McConan got skinny.
I know, right? That's kind of crazy.
Stipe was the better man today. He's a great athlete. He's tough. He always comes to fight. There's one thing I can't say about the fight. I believe when I punched him and he went down, I followed him. I got him in a guillotine choke, and I clearly felt a tap. The ref didn't see it. The ref didn't jump in. So the fight continued. But in my opinion, he tapped, and it's a bummer. We're going to have to go back to the drawing boards. I think I am the better fighter, but not today.
You think he tapped, and you think that, did you let go when you felt like he tapped?
Yes, the referee didn't come in, so, but he clearly tapped.
Well, let's take a look at it. We'll have the truck.
Ooh, he called him out on his own shit.
And that's where he fucked up right there.
Called him out on his own shit.
You dropped him, you had him hurt, you grabbed a hold of the guillotine, you held on strong. We'll take a look at the whole thing in slow motion. Tell us when you
I don't see a tap, bro.
I think Alistair's lightweight a liar. Like, he's kind of known to have that personality a little bit. He's been kicked out of gyms before.
Due to conduct like this?
Just people not liking him, him not fucking with people.
You didn't see it there.
He bet against his own teammate for his last fight.
Sounds like a sore loser.
He fought his own teammate. He beat him. And then he bet against him in the next fight. That's some bad karma.
Yeah. See, even from the other angle, you don't see no tap.
Yeah, there's no tap.
He was just trying to figure out where to position his other arm. That's it.
Yeah. It's not that hard to find the arm to fucking tap. Like to just he's trying to find the divot in his arm so he could try to get
some
underhook.
Leverage, right?
He's trying to get like an underhook.
And thank you for a great fight. We'll see you again.
Cleveland, thank you very much for the hospitality.
That's the least you could do. Shout out Cleveland, though.
Yeah, I mean, so after this, Joe Rogan was saying, I think Joe Rogan was trying to like cover his ass a little bit. He was saying, I don't think we should interview people who just got knocked out, which is true. But people were saying like, yo, Joe, why'd you got to call him out for?
Yeah,
it's like, let's bring it to the trucks. Let's get 2 angles on the replay. Like, that was crazy.
Well, that's not emotion getting into. That's just like for the sake of, you know, being fair. You know what I mean? I feel like he just tried to call him out because, come on, man, you can't sort of lose that one. You know what I mean?
I mean, they're giving him the benefit of the doubt. I think like what he did was right. Yeah, I would have probably done the same thing.
I would have just accepted the loss and been like, you know what, he was a better fighter today. Let's go back to the drawing boards. We don't have to, you know what I mean? Like, he had to call out that, like, you know, I think that I felt like he tapped before, you know.
In my opinion, he tapped. Like, dog, you can't say that when you got fucking 50 cameras around you at every which angle, watching what the fuck is going on. There's only so many spaces that are blocked from view when you got that many cameras on you.
Yeah, like, you can't lie your way out. You can't lie your way out of that one. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, he got knocked the fuck out, and we got to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for listening to the 8th episode of Hella Moded.
Good morning, sunshine.
Oh, shit.
Hella Moded.
I just got molded.
Thank you guys again for fucking with us and always coming back and listening to our podcast.
Yeah, please remember to rate, subscribe, comment, keep the buzz going, because, you know, we cater this to you. We want you guys to enjoy this.
Yep. And thank you to everybody who's been already doing that. Everybody, we got, if you're on iTunes, you got that. We got SoundCloud, and now we have Google Play, and we have Stitcher. So if you use any of those apps and prefer that, you can find us on there.
There's no excuse to not listen to us anymore.
No excuse. If you got an Android phone, if you got an iPhone.
Catering to all audiences.
We got you. Yeah, so thank you to everybody. Remember to keep the comments in SoundCloud lit. And send us your beats. And send us questions, too. We want to get more questions. We want to get more interaction with the fans. And just thank you guys for fucking with us. We'll be back next Tuesday. See ya.
Yay.